at Bangkok, in Bangkok. And then in October, on the 24th and 25th, we're going to go there for a party for her family and friends. And there's a washing ceremony that symbolizes unity. And that's all of the Buddhist thing that they're going to do. They're not going to do anything else, because Jess has become a Christian, and the parents are very, very understanding. But we're going to go over there. I can't wait.
First time?
Huh?
First time?
No, I have been. Not to her hometown, but I've been to Bangkok. Have you been to Bangkok?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The food.
Spicy?
And so nice people. Oh, they're so much better than Americans.
That's so true.
You know, it's a city of 6.5 million people. And in downtown, they have intersections where there are no stoplights. And cars and buses and cabs and motorized rickshaws and people walking, and nobody beeps. And no flipping off. No, everybody's so kind. Yeah, Ron, could learn to be more kind. Yeah. Yeah, both my sons have road rage. Have you heard of road rage?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, you stupid idiot? You know, like. Anyway, so my Ivan's best friend from high school is getting married in the fall. His birthday was just tonight. And he's a singer. He's 29, and his girlfriend his fiance is also a singer. So I was telling him about this class, and they got it right away how exciting it is to work in a setting where people want to learn. It's so exciting and invigorating. It makes me a better person and a better teacher. So anyway, now those of you who are new, you're going to play a little bit of catch up, but I think it'll be really easy for you. We decided to continue with working on vocabulary and pronunciation. And eventually, I would like for this class to work on more presentation and drama and the actual writing of your speeches. So we'll do a little bit of that. But for now, I would like to, we're going to have a quiz, a pop quiz, right? Right. And you cannot fail. You cannot fail because there's grace in this room. And you might have forgotten, but tonight you'll be reminded. So, the quiz has to do with remembering what we learned about breathing, about posture, and about placement of sound. Where is the sound made? How is it made? And where does it reverberate? Remember the word reverberate? Let's all say reverberate.
Reverberate.
Very good. Okay. Let's have a confession first. How many people, since we saw each other last, have said their alphabet for the mirror? Oh my gosh! F! You get an F for that. Because remember how we noticed that you're able to say the alphabet very well. But when we put things together, that's when it falls apart, right? Not because you're bad, but because you've been taught poorly and you haven't practiced the right way. So when I was sharing with my singer friends at the dinner table tonight, they agreed with what our Indian friend said, that English, American English, is the hardest language to learn when you're from another country, because we use the consonants and the vowels in so many different ways. Like, if you see R-E-A-D, what do you say?
Read. Or red.
Or red, yep. Right? Who would know? Except context. The sentence. Who said context? Context. Don't laugh, it's okay. You're coming back with a vim and vigor. Yes. Yes, you are. You giggle britches. Okay, good. Yes, it's context, right? All right. So if I say I want to have, I'm going to say a sentence that tells you that I want to eat a certain thing, and it's the fruit is this color.
Yellow?
No.
Orange?
Orange. Yes. Okay. So put that word in a sentence. I want to have blank orange.
I like to have.
Blank, orange.
Eat.
Nope.
Fruit.
Nope. I want to eat blank orange.
Delicious.
No, fill in the blank. I want to eat delicious orange. That's an incomplete sentence. What? No, remember? And, right. So, you have not even been taught properly how to use the word or an. And is before a vowel. What did you say? Vowel?
Vowel.
Okay, so for those of you who are new, in a non-angry manner, I will correct you right in front of the class, okay? A vowel, vowel, okay? So if you want to say, I see blank tree, what's the blank? I see a tree, because tree begins with a consonant. Consonant. Very good. Yep. And one of the things I see several people doing is taking notes. We all need to be better this time around at taking notes, okay? On your cell phone is fine, okay?
Samantha, what do you mean? What do you want?
I'm just trying to think.
Min.
Yes. She's really good at taking notes on her cell phone, okay? So that's a really good thing to do. I want you to have notes, okay? If I had a board, I would be writing down tons of stuff for you.
You can write.
I'm sorry? Yeah, that's somebody else's.
It's fine.
Are you speaking English?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So, when we had dinner before Christmas, I came home and I had your bag of stuff and cards, and thank you for the lovely cards. And my wife said, so how was it? I go, it was the best. These people they're like a gift from God. They want to learn, they want to grow, and that class, you all did so well. So the quiz begins now. We're going to begin with, what's the first thing we do when we're going to talk?
Breathe.
Breathe. Perfect. Why?
You need air.
We need air.
To make the
Why?
vibrate. So the sound will come out.
So the sound will come out?
Or it will vibrate. Calibrate the body.
To calibrate your body. What a great thing to say. A plus. That is really, what's your name again?
Melinda.
Melinda. Oh, wow. Wow, she's new. Very smart. To calibrate your body, I love that. So what does the word calibrate mean, class?
Configure.
Huh? Not configure, no.
Adjust.
Nope.
No.
What do you do? What happens when something is calibrated?
It's ready.
It's,
Make sure it's right.
Tune to the right.
it's tuned up.
Tuned
It's
up.
tuned up. If you go to the car place and you get your engine calibrated, they check to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to work, right? That's a really good way to use breath, all right? So we're very, very close to the answer, but we're not there yet. Why do we need air to speak? Think about it. Don't just knee-jerk react. Do you know what that means, knee-jerk react? It means you say the first thing that comes out of your mouth instead of thinking first. And you're very thoughtful people, so think first.
Vibrate.
Because your
To make
that's,
sound.
what's the word of the
Vocal folds.
yeah vocal folds need air to vibrate.
To vibrate. Vibrate.
Vibrate.
Vibrate. How many syllables? Two. Vibrate. All of us together? Vibrate. Perfect. Richard?
Vibrate.
Vibrate. Good. And we have to stick together.
Yeah.
Because we're dudes, right? Is there a word in Chinese that's with dude? Do they use the word dude? It's horribly disgusting. Yeah. Because we're brothers, right? We're men. Okay, so It takes air to have the vocal folds vibrate. If we don't think about that, we won't understand how we're going to hit the ball out of the park here when it comes to speaking. We have to know that first. Okay, great. So, we breathe. Where does the air go, Richard? When we breathe, where does it go?
Go to the
No, your name's not Richard. Unless you've had a sex change in the last 60 seconds.
the air goes to
The air.
the
The.
the
Right, with the tongue, right?
okay.
A lot of what we do is I help correct how consonants are actually made. The air.
The air goes to the tummy.
You're holding here, but you're saying the word tummy. Would anybody else like to try to answer this?
Air goes
It
to
go what?
lung.
Lungs. Yes, and they are up here. You just had the wrong word for the right place. All right, the air goes into the lungs. When it goes into the lungs, what else happens? There's a very special muscle that works for us. The diaphragm. Yes. Where is the diaphragm, men? Down by our belly, right? Right behind our abdominal wall. The six-pack area, right? It's right here. It's our vocal motor. I call it, remember how I call it the vocal motor? Because we tend to think, we're going to do this until about 5:35. It's a review. We tend to think of this as the most important thing, but it's not. It's everything but this. Who is inside here? Remember I had a name for this. A funny name.
Queen.
The Queen. The Queen just smiles and waves. Nobody makes the Queen work. But everybody else, above and below the Queen, is working very hard. The breath support, the placement, the diction, the face, the body is all working very hard, but the Queen's just, oh, you wanted me to sing for you last time. You said,
yeah.
oh no, play viola, right?
Viola.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you can sing though.
Sing is okay.
Okay, maybe next week.
Ah.
Okay, good. So, the diaphragm then does what when you breathe? Does anybody know?
Expand.
It expands. Yes. It goes down and out to let the lungs take in the air and expand, right? When we start to use the air, what does the diaphragm do, Richard?
To push the.
No pushing. We don't. Push is the F-bomb, right? We don't use push. It's the F-bomb in vocal training. It's bad, 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 bad. We need a different word.
Contract.
It contracts, right? And it moves the air out. Okay? So, now we said that we need air for the folds to vibrate, right? The folds are like two little pieces of flesh. And okay? They vibrate like this, all right? Now we have the sound in our throat where the vocal folds are. What happens then? What's next?
Percussion.
Huh?
Percussion.
Percussion.
That's where you make the sound through the mouth, tongues,
The mouse.
roof.
The mouse tongues? What are mouse tongues?
Well, let's see where your percussion system is. In your
Louder, please.
percussion system in our vocal system.
Louder. Louder.
Percussion system.
That's not louder, that's just more giggles.
Percussion system.
Percussion system is what?
It's your tongue, your teeth, and your roof.
Your lips.
Lips. Yeah.
Teeth, lips, and tongue is the percussion section of your physical orchestra. But that's not the answer to my question. The sound is made, and then what happens to it?
Resonate.
Vibrate, or in this case, reverberate. Remember the piano example? So I have this box with these keys. I hit a key. The key is attached to a hammer. The hammer hits a string, and what does the string do? It vibrates inside the box. It reverberates in there. So the box is what we call the qualifier of the sound. Do you know what the word qualifier means?